Most video games that players start are never finished. This is not necessarily related to the quality of individual projects, nor does it imply bad taste or a lack of perseverance. This video examines the main reasons why players stop playing games, even when those games initially seem engaging. The focus is not on personal habits, but on systemic factors: design-related, psychological, and contextual. Modern games have become longer, more complex, and more mechanically dense. Many projects require dozens of hours to complete, gradual mastery of systems, and regular returns to the game. At the same time, the number of available games continues to grow. Digital stores, subscription services, and frequent sales make new titles accessible faster than players can find time to finish them. As a result, an individual game increasingly competes not only with other games, but also with the player's limited attention, which is divided among multiple forms of leisure. Under these conditions, abandoning a playthrough becomes not an exception, but a typical outcome, one connected not to the quality of a game, but to the overall structure of the modern gaming experience. Reason 1. Loss of a clear goal. At the beginning of a game, the purpose of actions is usually clear. The player explores the world, learns basic mechanics, and pursues a simple, achievable objective. As the game progresses, the structure of goals can become less transparent. The game offers more activities, but it is not always obvious which of them truly matter for overall progress. Over time, goals become blurred. Tasks begin to repeat. The main storyline temporarily fades into the background. Key points of reference are lost among side activities. Progress feels less noticeable or harder to measure. As a result, gameplay stops being perceived as movement toward a concrete outcome and starts to feel like a set of disconnected actions. When it becomes unclear why the game should be continued, motivation weakens and the playthrough gradually comes to an end. Reason 2. Imbalance between effort and reward. Gameplay is built around the expectation of reward, new abilities, narrative developments, and a sense of growth. Over time, rewards may not only remain unchanged, but also stop matching the effort required to obtain them. The player performs more complex or time-consuming actions, yet receives rewards that produce little tangible impact. In some cases, rewards become purely formal or nearly useless. They do not affect play style. They do not unlock new solutions. They do not change the perception of the world or the character. This is especially noticeable in games with a large amount of optional content, where tasks require significant time investment but feel insignificant in outcome. Even a well-crafted world can become exhausting if each subsequent step demands more effort, while the reward fails to justify the time spent or lacks practical value. Reason 3. Conflict between game pace and real time. Many games assume long-term, continuous engagement, extended play sessions, memorization of systems, and frequent returns to the same context. This format requires sustained attention and continuity of experience. Progress is designed around the assumption that the player remembers rules, goals, and the current state of the world. In reality, gameplay is often interrupted by breaks lasting days or weeks, by changes in mood or level of engagement, by the appearance of other interests and leisure activities. After a break, returning becomes difficult. Context is lost, the sense of rhythm fades, and understanding of one's own actions weakens. Even familiar mechanics may feel new and require relearning. As a result, continuing the game begins to demand additional effort that is not directly related to gameplay itself, reducing the desire to resume the playthrough. Reason 4. Excessive complexity. Without adaptation, complexity in itself is not a problem. In many games, it serves as a source of interest, tension, and a sense of achievement. The issue arises when the game fails to account for the player's level of engagement and readiness to absorb information. Systems may be introduced too quickly or assume that the player already possesses a large amount of knowledge. If the player is required to remember too many rules at once, navigate multiple systems without gradual and clear instruction, face harsh consequences for mistakes without opportunities for recovery, a sense of overload and constant pressure emerges. In such situations, stopping the game is often experienced as relief. Reason 5. A change of interest, not disappointment. Not every abandoned game is bad or poorly made. In many cases, stopping a playthrough is not caused by disappointment in the project. Sometimes a game simply stops aligning with a person's current state. Interest in certain themes, genres, and types of experience can change over time. What felt engaging at the beginning may lose relevance due to a shift in genre preferences, due to emotional or mental state, due to exposure to other gaming or cultural experiences. In this situation, the game does not lose its qualities, but no longer matches current expectations and needs. Abandoning the playthrough in such cases is not a mistake or a failure, but a natural choice within an evolving personal experience. Most games are not completed, and this is not because they are bad. The reasons lie in a combination of design, pacing, difficulty, and the player's life context. Understanding these factors helps to choose games more deliberately, feel more at ease about unfinished playthroughs, analyze gaming experiences more effectively,